Looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Oh right, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy, yeah, that's who I am. Running your minds like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, take your pick. I'm avoiding your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy, it's what you need. While you chase the crumbs and I take the lead. Living rent-free, that's my name. Go ahead, say it, put some respect on the name. You said I'm too old, well here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains while you're stuck with the lies. You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I've got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end in sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm owning your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see, you're confused trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you've got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Stuck with Daddy for life. I'm Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Man, crazy. I wasn't expecting it. Just came in out of nowhere and slapped me around. It's not what I was expecting. Got some good stuff for you guys tonight. You guys want to hear you guys want to see a new video I've been working on? Oh yeah, you'll just have to wait. We'll hit that later. The new video is pretty good, and you'll never guess where I got the ideas from. Sound is very low. Let's see. That should help out the sound a little bit right there. Maybe. We'll see. We'll take a look and see if something changed in my settings. Yep, it did. Let me bring that up right there. That should be a little better. Should be getting there. I'm going to bring this down just a little bit and right about there. Okay. Let's see. That should be a little bit better. Anything happening? Better? Yeah, there we go. Better, much better. Shizzy, volume is low. Well, it does take a little bit of time to get the volume all nice and up where it needs to be. But hopefully it's where it should be. Just another crazy day where the haters don't follow court like the laws. Yeah, pretty much, Max. Very much. It's crazy. The intro was loud, but you're quiet. Slightly better now, but only a little. Well, yeah, the intro does come in a little bit loud. I may have to work on getting that taken care of. I usually boost them up because the intro is something completely separate. But I do have. I'm just waiting to see if we get a few people in here. Yeah, we'll let people go back and watch it. How's that? Ooh, this is gonna be good. But before we do that, I've got a letter. well, it's not a letter. I'm continuing on with the story, with the book. So why don't I do that? Why don't I? That's the newest one. I hope you guys like that. I had to share. It was so much fun. Oh, that was ace. Yeah, thank you. I had fun making that one. Now you know what I do with my spare time. It was so good. Oh, not as good as some of the stuff I've got for you tonight. Most of you probably have already seen. I did reach out to Jeremy. I got permission for this. So let's go ahead and share this with you really quick. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. It is that time to share a little bit. And then of course I'll get you guys caught up on some other stuff, which you probably already know about, but hey, what can I say? Let me get this right there. All right. Here we go. Oh yeah, you've probably seen this. We got some comments to make about this.
911, what is your emergency?
We're going to listen to some of the most disturbing 911 calls I've heard since Lynette called Levy County Sheriff to report that there was human fecal matter in her survey stake.
Yeah. And he's not lying about this at all. Like, he's dead serious. Oh, the Otter Creek has now 2 new council members. One is the guy Willis has been helping get power. Also, another Otter Creek is going to be cracking down on code enforcement like crazy. That'll be nice. I refill the conditioner. Damn, Steven. Oh my gosh. All right.
Times in 8 minutes.
Hello? Yes. It's not, I'm not afraid that I'm going to be hit or anything like that. The problem is, if I have a disagreement with my husband, he shuts my internet down to where I can't get on the internet. I can't communicate with people. And this is what's going on right now.
Receipts, proof, timelines, screenshots are important.
What? She gets up now. I've heard some of these. I haven't been able to listen to all of them because I've been so damn busy. She called the cops on her own husband because you can't get the internet. Are you dead serious?
All over line that I was evading service. I waived service.
Okay, is this a house? Yes, it's a house. And I don't want people, I don't want the cops showing up. We live in a nice neighborhood. I don't want, police sirens and all, you know what I mean? I just don't know what to do.
Oh, I know what you can do.
He shuts everything down. I have no way to communicate with anybody. Okay, what's his name?
Well, that right there would be a lie, because she's able to communicate right now. She's communicating on the phone right now. So she can't communicate with anybody. She's on the phone. I can't communicate with anybody. What, you can't use your email? I'm sorry. Is that such a bad thing? No poop was found. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is just crazy. He took the router out of the house and locks it in the trunk, as he probably should. Oh my God.
His name is...
And of course, they
This is something he does all the time to me.
He does this all the time to me. I can't get on the internet. I'm like a child. He has to take away my internet.
Is he incapacitated? No, he's not. He just thinks it's okay to shut my internet down, to hide my car key so I can't leave.
Well, yeah, if you've maybe been consuming drugs or alcohol, there's a good reason to take it. And I'm not saying that she has or is or does. I'm just saying there's plenty of reasons why someone might take your car keys away from you, especially if you're going to act like a petulant little child. My God, what is me? The Botox has gone to where her brain used to be. Sure there was a brain there. I don't know. That's debatable.
And like I said, he's not physical. He doesn't hurt me or
Not
like try to
physical.
like punch me or anything. He's not physical with me. He just keeps me hostage to where I can't leave the house if I want to leave.
Use the 5G on your phone, sweetheart. Go to the library. I believe the problem could be solved by going to the library. Yeah, I'm with you. First world problems. And she's calling 911 over this. That's the most insane part. Oh, it gets better. We got
Ironic, she's crying to the law enforcement agency that
she's going. Yeah, that she's wanting to go, wanting her hubby to, not be so mean. Don't be so mean. He's so mean to me. I can't handle it. Can't do OnlyFans at the library? Sure you can.
her husband took it. Oh yeah, and her car keys, an actual vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is he preventing you?
Well, and one of the reasons he might be taking the car keys away from her is because, well, if I'm not mistaken, she runs all kinds of red lights and speeds and gets tickets in his car. Either that or it's him. I mean, we've seen the tickets that he's gotten for speeding, running red lights, all kinds of crap.
But even like he won't let you he's preventing me, and I don't know where he is. He's hiding somewhere in the house. He shut my internet down. I can't turn my internet on.
If her husband is hiding from her in the house, maybe the internet isn't the only thing those gigantic lips can't turn on.
Oh,
I have my phone.
Are you not able to walk out the door or no?
No, I walked out the door, but I have children, and my children are sleeping, and I can't.
So this must be late at night that he's taking her internet. Her voice makes me cringe. Yeah, I can see that.
Can't leave my. Do you understand? But the problem is, yeah. So it's like I'm not going to leave my kids. I mean, my kids are sleeping. They don't even know this is going on. But this is what he does constantly to me. I've had.
Begs the question, what is she doing late at night that he's taking the internet away where her kids are sleeping, that she's getting on the internet? I mean, maybe she's just spending a little bit too much time on the interwebs. That could be it. That could be the thing. She can't chat with Fleasa. Oh. Or maybe she can't harass people.
He's over here before because he's hidden my car keys. And I'm just, this is just really
right now?
No, he's somewhere here, but he's hiding somewhere on our property, and I couldn't even tell you where he's at.
That definitely sounds like everybody else in the anti-what-the-hell's ecosystem. You got Deuce, who fled to Armenia again. I mean, he's definitely there, according to be held accountable for what you're doing.
Yeah, we know that Bruce is in Armenia. That's no shock. Because then he would have to, be held accountable. Yeah, he's hiding from her. I would be too.
Is wrong, immoral, and illegal.
He took off. I don't have, I can't get onto my internet. He shuts it down on me. He thinks this is some sort of game.
What's your name?
He says, my name is.
I would say, that this right here, setting a temperature of 103. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. Eric, that sucks. They may see, this is the point that you need to get a nice cold bath, just a regular temperature bath, and climb into it and start adding cold water to it. Yeah, you need to get that temperature down because 103 is passing out. Just saying. That's that 103 is not good. Unless it's like the temperature outside, then that's a little different. But if your body is at that temperature, that's bad. This last time I seen him was I was telling him this ain't like that's right, Angie.
And the thing is, I have a pending divorce on him right now. And
she's got multiple pending divorces on him right now. Well, maybe. Pending, and I think Jeremy talks about it a little bit too. Is he hiding in the house or did he take off? Which one is it? It's all very confusing. You have to remember with her, all of this crap is confusing.
Filed divorce on him before, And what he used to do is he would prevent me from filing divorce by shutting my internet down.
Now we're getting some truth because Lips has stated publicly online that she's only filed for divorce to maintain assets. In other words, let's say George and I are married and now all of the assets are in both of our names. But if we file for divorce and somebody's coming after my assets, like the ANTI-WTH's ecosystem is doing, by the way.
And I've had the police come before over here. Like I said, he hides my car keys. He actually tinkered on my car to where he broke my car to where I can't even drive my car anymore.
Yep.
So we have one car that we use, and he hides the keys so I can't leave. He shuts the internet down, and this is his form of abuse.
Just so we're all on the same page, you're listening to a permanently retired lawyer. Permanent meaning she can never be licensed in the state of Florida again. Now, she could seek out license in other states, but they're going to look at her history and her past. And one of the things they're looking at right now is the lawsuit that we have against her. Her using the court systems to maliciously attack people, as she's done to myself and to George. Now, she's very open about her mental issues as well.
Yes.
Why in the world?
She's been very open about that. So that's how it goes. I mean, if you got some mental problems, maybe being on the internet isn't a good place for you to be. Just saying. You shouldn't be throwing that kind of stuff out there. It can come back and bite you in the worst possible way. If you've got some mental problems, the internet can be very brutal, as we're about to find out here shortly in this.
Online, they may lose everything they have in court.
It's not physical. It's not like he's
Does
hitting
he
me.
look white, black, Hispanic, Asian, Indian?
He's white. He's white. He's Greek. He's full Greek.
What's the difference between being Greek and just so Greek? By the way, there are those that say that the names that we come up for these individuals, they are...
the whole racism thing. It's a mocking of their name. It's not mocking anybody else.
Chips.
He's got dark hair, olive color skin.
Okay, and how old is he?
He is old. He's a lawyer.
Not a good one. Look at all of his reviews online.
Ooh, yeah, we're going to get into one of those filings tonight. We are ethically Christian. Hey, oh my gosh. Shelly Huckabee, good to see you. Oh my. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Shelly Huckabee. Hey. Since when was Greek white? I mean, he
has stood by with full knowledge as Lips has done this to us and so many others. No real professional lawyer would allow this in their practice, in their home, in their children's lives. Something's way off about this couple.
Agreed.
He's an educated man, but this is what he does to me all the time.
And what color clothing does he have on right now?
I couldn't even tell you. I don't even know.
Are any weapons on him or in the house?
He has guns, but he has them hidden around the house. The guns that I found, I've hidden, you know what I mean, because I don't want him having access to them. I have gotten injunctions against him before. He promised to go to therapy. He never abided by that. And I don't know where he's at right now, but he's somewhere on this property, and he's hiding out right now. And he literally shut my internet down to where I can't use the internet.
What does he
And I told him, I'm sorry.
She apologizes to the dispatcher. You got to realize one of the things that we asked from her is she connected with us. She wanted out of all of this litigation. She brought a frivolous lawsuit, then she dropped it.
Yes.
And we went, no. You're not going to keep abusing the legal system. You're going to be held accountable. We're not letting you do this to destroy anybody else's life. And so she gave us a tremendous amount of information. There's text messages, there's emails, communications, phone calls, a lot with Fleasa, a lot of direction coming from Fleasa. We also requested public apology. Megan did, Tug did, public apology. And why is not the dispatcher asking about these freedom sticks that he's hiding, according to Lips. Now she's finding, and then she's re-hiding, and there's kids sleeping in the house. That's the first thing
Well, and that's what it sounds like too, trying to get him swatted essentially. Yeah.
I would be focused on. Two unstable individuals in the midst of a fight over internet.
Yep.
And she wants to know about
and
a
she's
car.
calling 911.
That's the last thing I could care about. Let's figure out where these freedom sticks are that he's hiding, she's hiding, while there's kids sleeping. Who knows what could happen under these circumstances?
What kind of car does he drive?
He drives a white Xterra. Or I don't know if it's an Xterra. I'm sorry. It's a white SUV. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Leslie, do you look
yeah,
like
those are
really, and I told him, I said to him, if you continue to shut my internet down to where I cannot contact people, I cannot get on, you're going to force me to contact the police. And he
I'm sorry, that makes no sense. If you keep shutting down my internet, you're going to force me to contact the police. You know, if the relationship is that bad, then why are you there? Just saying, that's usually the first thing that you do. Rentals are hard to remember. Yeah.
still continues to do this to me.
Ironic, as we told her, if she continues to bring forth frivolous lawsuits, if she continues to buy up websites that redirect towards other defamatory websites.
Yeah, she's done that also. She's redirected shizzywhisnut.com to that. She's redirected Megan Fox Writer or Megan Fox to that. She's redirected Jeremy Hales to that. She redirected Jay Hip. And who knows how many other people that she did this to. She did this to multiple people. And then once she started feeling the pressure from it, all of a sudden, she deleted everything. And now she's in a lawsuit with Megan, Tug, Jeremy. We'll get into that a little bit here shortly.
If she continues to contact us and harass us when we have told her over and over again to stop, that she would be in litigation. And here she is. Now she expects him to listen to her when she can't listen to... Wait, hold a second. She said she's a lawyer? She's a lawyer. She's supposed to know the law.
Zanera, bipolar women are really fun when they're into you. Guys can get hooked on the good version enough to overlook all the crazy, thinking it's just temporary. Yeah. Was she crazy when? Yes, probably. She this is something that's been ongoing throughout her entire life, and not all that crazy in any summer outies. She and then turned victim. Yeah.
She willingly, maliciously has broken it, but she wants him to listen, not her. Remember, he's educated. Let me share something with you. I'm a little educated as well. Not only am I educated, I'm probably a lot educated. I did 4 years, my undergrad, in 2 years with a double major. I graduated with highest honors.
Dude's smart. Just saying, Jeremy's pretty damn smart. He's, that's pretty impressive.
Green hair.
I'm told.
And what color clothing are you wearing?
I have like a kind of like a bodysuit, like a white or a pink and kind of red striped pants,
pink, red,
and a bodysuit shirt.
White, pink, red.
What color shirt is pink?
I'm gonna put on.
In other words, she looks like 5150 Baker Act of Truth, the crazy hot scale. Well, the only problem is she's not all that. Just saying, she's not all that. I mean, and she uses a lot of filters for why we need stranger public mental health practices. Stranger. I'm sorry, stranger. I was like, stranger mental health practices. Yeah, I guess they're strange enough as it is. She's a female version of a paranoid narcissist with delusions of grandeur that I used to live with. And you know, this can portray itself in men and women. I mean, the paranoia, self-destroy. She looks like a clown, in other words.
On a
Yeah.
different shirt because it's like kind of like a bodysuit. Hold on, I'll probably have just a white T-shirt on if you guys are looking, because I have a robe on, like a, you know, kind of like a.
So she's got a bodysuit on. She's got a robe on. She's gonna put a T-shirt on.
It's a pink robe.
Okay.
It's a pink robe, but
Okay, pink
I
robe,
just
white
can't
shirt.
take this anymore. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Pink robe, white shirt.
you can't take it anymore. If you can't take it anymore, then why are you there? Like, take the kids, go. Simple. But then I wouldn't have my internet.
It's just a bodysuit. It's like blue. It's like a tight bodysuit.
Wait, it was white with red and pink, and now it's blue, and she has a pink robe. I'm a Barbie girl. She looks like she needs preparation H on her face. That hemorrhoid busted out the wrong end. Damn, Angie.
Tell me, when you said you hid the weapons, they're all secured?
Oh, that was a while back. That wasn't recently.
Story's already starting to change again.
Yeah, I mean that's typical of what she does. She changes the story to fit her needs for the moment. And that's probably why whenever she started getting called out, that she started going over the deep end. She threw some ADA like crap when that is exactly what she's doing.
I had found, because he's had like random guns in the house. I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable with
Random
it.
guns?
So if I find something, I hide it from him. Do you understand? And so I don't even know what he truly has. If you really want to know my take on this.
Okay. All right. We're going to get you some help, okay?
What are they going to do? Come plug the internet back in? The man lives in his own home. He has the right to disconnect the internet if he wants to. Now, nobody has the right to cease access to other people.
Okay, thank you. I mean, he's not physical. Like I said, he's not. I'm not trying to I don't want to get him arrested. I'm not trying to hurt him or anything. I don't like when he shuts my internet down like this, you know?
What are we learning through this interaction?
This lawsuit is state, isn't it? If so, it should be recorded. We will see her without filters eventually. Oh, yeah, I've seen what she looks like without filters, and it's not that impressive. Damn it, Yamaha. Angie. Wait, didn't she say she'd been hospitalized before as in mental health? No, she's been Baker acted before.
If your internet goes down, make sure you call 911. No, don't ever do that. This is a gross misuse of the 911 service.
Yeah, he's right there. It absolutely is a big problem using 911 service for this.
This is a gross misuse of the county resources.
Okay. No, I understand.
Like I said, my kids are sleeping. They don't even know this is going on. I hate that I'm even in this position.
Could it be?
Hopefully
sorry.
they'll be able to take care of that.
I'm just curious. Could it be that she just has no real life friends to call because maybe she's burned them all or torched them all? Welcome, Tug Raiders. Emma Washington with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. Tug Raid, hello. Welcome to the shit show. Thank you so much.
Okay?
Okay, I just want a police officer on it. If you could just tell a
I
police
bet she
officer, please
does.
tell him to stop doing this to me.
She wants something.
I can't live like this where he shuts my internet down, and I know he did this to me.
Let me be
Thank you, Emma.
extremely clear and extremely serious. If you can't live without internet, you have massive issues, complete and total chaos in your own mind.
Yeah.
Geez, and I had to get the police to come because
online to the point where she actually cheated on her husband.
Yes.
Because he'll lie, like the time that he stole my
She's
keys,
admitted
and
to
I had to
that.
get the police to come get my keys before he acts like, oh, I didn't do anything. He plays stupid. But I know, like, why is it that the minute we get into an argument, my internet gets shut down? Do you know what I'm saying?
What?
So there's a possibility he hadn't done anything to her internet. Her internet just went down. That's why she's calling 911. And she won't hang up. Oh, I know.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Just gonna get up there.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Please just come. I just don't want. I just don't want. I don't want the neighbors sirens and stuff like that. We've had this happen before, and I'm embarrassed. Honestly, I'm sorry.
Your phone number.
Well, I mean, I can understand maybe being embarrassed because, well, the cops show up and you go, oh, well, I have internet now.
Yes, you got it.
Okay.
Hey,
All right.
Colleen.
All right,
Good
thank
to
you.
see
Private
you.
block number. Please make sure to answer us. It could be that
I will. I
deputy.
got
They
some.
don't get someone calls. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, bye bye.
Even though she's saying bye-bye, this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. She has brought on massive lawsuits against herself, and they will go all the way to the end. There will be no mediating. Her time for actually giving information, making a public apologies, and all of that, that's over. The time is over. This will be pursued to the fullest extent of the law. So everything that she didn't want the neighbors to know, even though she's got her OnlyFans and she's got all these other hideous things out there online, you're going to know everything about lips and chips. I don't get into a lawsuit without knowing I'm 100% going to win.
Yeah. Yeah. And speaking of that, we have more. We have more because that is why I brought you here in the first place. This is what my stream was supposed to be about in the first place. I have got these documents. Let me share these with you. So you've got this one here. It's going to be showing up shortly. Give me just a second. I want to pull it up, make sure that you can see it. Because this was filed just, let's see, I believe on the 14th. Yeah, there we go. So this was filed on the 14th here. This right here, if you look at 11:40 p.m., you notice the time. Comes now, defendant and counterclaim, non-borrower, spars protected under the homestead, Leslie Federigos, hereafter defendant, files this counterclaim against Seacoast National Bank, First Green Bank, hereafter defendants, as follows. This is a class action brought against counterclaims and the Federigos on their own behalf and on behalf of the other, similarly situated against one of the country's largest loan servicers, Seacoast National Bank. Counter-defendant is employed by lenders, jurisdiction avenue, counter plaintiffs. Now, this has to do with Seacoast National Bank wanting to repossess their house. Now, if you notice, you know, there's a few giveaways here of who actually filed it because they do it in a particular way. And then, of course, at all times, counter defendant Seacoast don't need to give in to that. Legal framework and applicable to the FDCPA. And if Yamaha is wanting to read, anytime he comes in, we'll have a nice little letter for this one. The purpose of the FDCPA is to eliminate abusive debt collection practices, promote consistent state action. So she's giving a statutory framework for this. The statutory framework is use of false representations or deceptive means to collect debt. And then it goes into the statutory structure. Oh, it prohibits persons, including Seacoast, from engaging in certain abusive practice in the collection of consumer debts. Factual allegations. Their entity, all relevant times, engaged in the business attempting to collect debt. No, they're the servicer of the debt. Now, they'll have debt collectors, but they're the servicers of a debt. So you can't fix stupid. Now, their mortgage loan servicer regularly services mortgage loans So is it debt collector or is it loan servicer? Because loan servicer is completely different than a debt collector. If you owe the money, pay the damn money. Their portfolio composites construction, land developments. Their duties and obligations clearly filled in, defined by the Office of the Comptroller. Yeah. Discrimination, lending a basis of race, color. Yeah, okay. Has nothing to do with you. They loans issuing. Oh, they issued a loan. You took money out. Yeah, you took money from them. They're a servicer, a loan servicer. They came after us. They're trying to take from us. They purchased the following homestead property at this address. The property was purchased for $469,000 recorded. Title of the property was recorded. Husband and wife chose their own homestead property as tenants in common. They have half the separate interest in their homestead property. Oh, and then we got children, student loan debt. She never wanted it. Husband and wife had always been self-employed, chose their own house. The husband and wife used their marital funds to renovate, upgrade their property. Free of loans. No, it's of loans or debt. Now in 2013, the husband and wife contacted First Green Bank seeking information on how to apply for a home equity line of credit. At this time, wife was 11 months pregnant, had just completed her first trimester. She needs to learn how to spell because off law is not correctly. First semester of law school, and the husband was making modest income. Well, outside of his bankruptcy that he filed a couple of years earlier. Husband finished his application, was approved for the home equity line of credit for $180,000. Oh, getting yourself underwater. The application signed made it clear he's seeking a home loan, purchase, refinance, construction, other home equity. However, undisclosed was the subsequent unsigned paid sex title continuation check. Well, that's not how it works. Which altered the loan purpose to home improvement that was never discovered until the action for foreclosure was done. Husband was approved for home equity line of credit, told to go to First Green Bank and sign agreement and disclosure. So he got his $180,000 line of credit, and then he failed to pay his bills. Following signing the documents, he was solely given hard copies of the original paperwork and failing to provide the wifey any copies. Not a big deal. He handled the line of credit. 2024, the homestead property appreciated in equity. Oh, it sold from 1.8. It could be sold from 1 million to 1.2. No other debt has been taken against any interest in the property, but we hadn't been paying our bills. Yeah, there's going to be a mortgage payoff fee. Yeah, $190,000 need to be paid in full by 6. So this is a balloon loan by 6/20/24, which included $179,000 and $6,535 interest. It's not abnormal. Late charges, $25 mortgage payoff, processing fee, escrow balance, foreclosure suit will be filed against the borrower with no further explanations of cost. However, this notice failed to state the rights of the borrower to cure the default. Well, the way that works is they foreclose on your mortgage. I mean, it has a per diem of 46 to be in effect after 6/20. Never mentioned. Oh, it's never mentioned. The last paragraph stating the following. In the event it's never mentioned, they send an email to him requesting extend, refinance, modify the loan, agrees to pay if interest is needed. However, Seacoast refused to respond because they don't have to. Pay your damn loan. You know, here's the thing. You take out the money, you pay it back. That's how it works. That's how loans always work. Well, they start foreclosure proceedings on the subject mortgage. It was instituted by Seacoast. Yep, that's the way it happens. And for the low price of about $11,000, you could probably own it. The husband and wife both filed motions to quash service. If you can't serve us, who's avoiding service now? This seems like another delay tactic. In October 24, wife emails counsel for Seacoast with a bullet point list of issues These are things we want to discuss. It includes the violations of federal statutes. Well, during this conversation, advised the husband and wife, his client Seacos has no obligation to adhere to the various federal laws the husband and wife alleged that had violated. During this conversation, offer them a forbearance, which the wife makes clear she will not sign any agreement after you misled us, concealed material information, refused to disclose information to the wifey, among other concerns. Makes clear she never entered into any contact for her marital interest of their homestead property. She wasn't informed or given anything in writing. She files reports, complaints with OCC, Federal Trade Commission, files a copy of this notice to the court. When her notice to the court files against Seago's, wifey points out all of the bullshit. Oh, you guys, you did till RESPA. Oh, you failed to potentially default scenarios. There's no language, credit agreement. Both the credit agreement, disclosure mortgage contain language. Oh, I'm speeding through this because she's getting butthurt right here. Well, class action allegations. Well, it says we're going to bring this action individually on behalf of all the individuals similarly pursuant to Civil 23 and 23B3 on behalf of the following persons in the United States who are charged for fees that were enumerated, explained in a payoff statement in category. Identified only as fees or funds or by the bar. And this is national class. We're doing a class action suit against you. Well, it's excluded from the class of the persons of the payoff statements that justify regards or return undeliverable. Persons who mortgages were for commercial purposes, not for personal, family, household purposes. It's made of at least 40 persons, the joint of whom are impracticable except by means of class action. Claims in the class action, we're bringing a class action lawsuit against you. It's ascertainable because it's defined by the reference to objective criteria. The members of the class, there's counter plaintiffs, and there's more. But I got like Michael Esquire, my husband. He's going to be part of this, as well as the fun community interest in the questions of law and fact, impositions of the fees. They need to pay us because we didn't pay them. Don't they understand how this works? If we don't pay you, you have to pay us. So basically, she's saying she's got a class action. There's a violation of the consumer collection practices. Like, no person shall engage in certain practices in collecting consumer debts. Well, Seacos is a person. No, well, they're not. They're actually a corporation. Within the meaning of this, the mortgage loan encumbers the properties of plaintiffs. No, the debt under this, because each one is an obligation. It has a private right action. They violated all these statutes because that's what we do whenever you're trying to close on us. So what we're wanting is we want our money and our house. We want to have it all, and we don't want to have to pay them back. And we're going to sue them for it. And they promised to be flexible in ensuring they were successful and maintain this line of credit and mortgages suitable for the family, because it's got to be appropriate and affordable. And they're false and misleading since they clearly had knowledge and expertise in this type of loan. I'm a lawyer. I'm a genius, but oh my God. We have no knowledge of these flawed mortgages resulting in damages. Well, if we had signed like a universal, like residential loan application, there would have been some check boxes to indicate its permanent application sections. Now, without the husband's signatures, the plaintiff's attempt to conceal an unsigned page. When the husband was provided the money with a revolving line of credit secured by a mortgage, husband and wife owned their homestead free and clear. We didn't even have a mortgage. We just took a loan out. Like, as stated above, at no time did counter defendants notify or attempt to remedy the defective loans with counter plaintiff wife and flawed lending practices. It didn't like fully, truly disclose to its customers that the true nature of the mortgages, which is not readily discoverable until years later upon the action of foreclosure. Like, you could have basically, you know, paid your damn bills. Weird how that works, isn't it? At all relevant times, think about this. They had 10 years to pay off a loan. 10 years. If they got it in 2013, 2014, they had 10 years to pay off a loan that they did. He's making good money, but we had to go on vacation because, like, that's what we do. And yeah, I'm reading some lips. That's right. Strawberry kisses. Strawberry kisses to you too. As a result, the omissions, we suffered substantial damages. And then there's intentional infliction of the emotional distress because it was fully restated. And we said, hey, they were investigating our financial history and it could lead to marital issues and loss of their entire financial worth. But we take they've sent process servers to us. Oh my God. How dare they send properties? We're not supposed to be served. Keep it up, Susie. Well, thank you, Colleen. Welcome to the shit show. Every single day, a new flavor of buggery. 'Cause everybody sucks, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of flops. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, balder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Live all over again. Ah, yes. Thank you, Colleen. I appreciate you. Well, the counter defense that we don't like it when they're like showing up and knocking on our door and they want to get their money because it's not appropriate that we have to pay. How dare they? So they recruited neighbors to spy on us. They were looking at me. And it just messed with our like relationship. So they like had a process server set out and they were surveilling us for days while engaging in conversations with our neighbors. They were talking about us. Counter defendant have like ruined the wife's credit. No, that was you by not paying your fucking bills. Idiot. Counter defense caused damage to the wife's credit, causing her higher interest rates and inability to secure credit. I can't go get my Botox injections anymore. It's so fucked up, man. Taken away from her ability to do work. The counter defense have caused damage to the husband and wife's marriage and to children's too, because it's all about the children, resulting in the wife filing divorce on her husband over this foreclosure. Wait, I thought it was because he was abusive. Huh? So which is it? Is it because you had issues with your husband over money, like couldn't like really figure out how to not spend money that you didn't have, or was it because he was abusive? amongst sustainability for more damage to the husband and wife. Oh, so bad. And it was supposed to serve as supporting them in their retirement because I'm permanently retired. Like, shit, man. Like, the plaintiff wife suffered severe harm over the actions and concealment of the counter defendants. Therefore, we're going to request all damages give to us. And then we got another count because that wasn't enough. Bring forth a violation, incorporate all of the preceding paragraphs because they were wrongfully, intentionally concealed from the counter plaintiffs the true nature of the mortgage, specifically concerning affordability, the hiking of interest like my leg, the balloon payment like my lips, and the amortization. Misrepresentations that mortgages were affordable and reliable. 14 years you had to pay it off. 14 fucking years. Counter defenses systematically, wrongfully, purposely misled us to conceal from them the truth by advising them that any problems in connection with these defective mortgages were actually caused by outside influences, not because their own failure to pay the mortgage. No, you pay your damn bills. You pay your damn mortgage. And this is so this is supposed to help her how? I knew how I assigned repos. You were nice to me. Your notice went to the bottom of the pile. If Nasty had signed the repo over another line while I put him on hold. Yeah. On March 5th, the husband signed another loan. It's just you're repeating yourself. When the husband was provided $180,000 revolving line of credit secured by a mortgage, we owned our property free and clear of any liens or debts. You just repeated yourself. Well, counter plaintiff wife, counter plaintiff husband. We're like Barbie dolls. Here's counter plaintiff wife. Here's counter plaintiff husband. You fight, and whoever wins gets a gift. The mortgage entered in between two parties that the buyers agree to provide. Maybe the mortgage allows for us to. Why is she copying stuff in there? That's what this is. It was clear counter plaintiff wife was pissed off at counter plaintiff husband, so she threw spaghetti at him because spaghetti is Italian, it's not Greek. Send a counterplayed with more bullshit. Mortgage loan servicer and its predecessors comply with all conditions. Okay. And now she's just copying shit in there. And we want a jury trial. Huh. You notice this is really strange right here? I'm just going to point something out in case you hadn't noticed it. I noticed it right there. That page right there, she signed his name on a document. She's the one filing this, and she signed his name. Don't forget about the new document from today on Lip's case. Oh, I've got that one too. And I've got a whole letter for that one. I've got 2 letters tonight. They're going to be pretty much back to back. Butt cheek to butt cheek. It's going to be good. Fleasa was forced to retire when she flipped 6 straight judges. Oh. And I've got some transcripts, but not for tonight. I got some really cool transcripts. You're going to love these. They're not for tonight, and they're good. They're really good. I've been reading through these transcripts. They're pretty fun. Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to just stay tuned for those. It'll be my little special treat to you on like a weekend or something like that. We'll just maybe I could talk in like maybe Dictionary to Diva to come in and like read with me or something. Be so sexy. And there's the open letter. Because the rest of this, although there's another 87 fucking pages, all it is like the loan documents. And I'll show you. This is her original filing 710. And more, all the fucking loan documents, all this shit right here. And it's just a bunch of fucking gobbledygook. Stuff wasting the court's time. Isn't that like illegal to be signing his name? Or using the e-filing system? Yeah, those kinds of things. Unless she was, given permission to, but what do I know? Why was she signing it off using his name? Because if you see right here, it says non-Bauer spice protected under homestead, her as a defendant, saying it's her. And then you go down here, all the way down to this little part right about, what is it, 31, something like that. 32, yeah, 31. Yeah. She signed his name. She signed her name. This was a cut, copy, and paste job is what it was. Maybe David can read it as, it's a completely different one. Weekend love on a weekday. Yes. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. That'll be a late one because I'm doing Coburger with Mo tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that one works out. But in the meantime, we're going to get that letter up just for you guys. Oh, yes. Here it comes.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
The open letter. The great legal balloon animal. Well, there's bad lawyering. And then there's the Federico's tacos. These two aren't just in a different league. They're not even playing in the same sport. Everyone else shows up to court with arguments, precedents, maybe even a fact or two. Michael, Leslie, they show up with construction papers, safety scissors, and whatever they manage to Google between smoke breaks. And when the judge smacks them down, what do? Well, they waddle their happy asses right back in, arms full of the same bullshit, like a kid proudly holding up macaroni art after it's already been thrown in the trash and probably had some water poured on it. Let's call it what this is. It's a foreclosure. The bank lent money, the loan matured, the money didn't get paid, and this is not quantum physics. This is not CSI mortgage unit. It's as simple as you borrowed, you did not pay, you lose the house. But no, that's too straightforward for the Fritos, for the tacos. They decided to turn a basic foreclosure into three-ring circus for acronyms: FDCPA, TILA, the ECOA, the FCCPA. Shit, they jammed more letters into this filing than a bowl of alphabet soup and then sat back expecting the judge to choke on it. Problem is, the judge can read, and what he read was absolute fucking garbage. Well, let's take FDCPA, for example. Leslie clung to that statute like it was her emotional support animal. She swore up and down the bank collector was a debt collector. Well, except, derphead, it isn't. It's an actual damn bank. That's not a debt collector, sweetheart. That's the lender. That's the one who wrote the check. It's like accusing your bartender of impersonating a liquor store. The court already explained this to her once. Did she listen? Oh, fuck no. She ran back and waving the same statute like it was her own personal Excalibur. And the judge took one look, sighed at the sigh of a man who'd seen too much, and smacked it down harder than left a crater after he did that. And then, of course, this TILA nonsense, according to Leslie, sees a tragic victim of undisclosed balloon payments and secret known terms. A very dramatic, very Lifetime original movie, except there's one small issue. She wasn't the borrower. That was Michael. Leslie wasn't the one on the damn loan. She had as much standing as the neighbor's dog. It's like suing McDonald's because your friend's fries were cold when you weren't even in the car. You can't demand to borrow protections whenever you never borrowed. The judge didn't even bother dressing that one up. He just said, essentially, sit your fucking ass down. This isn't your fight. Judge has already ruled on this before. You're just refiling the same bullshit. Now, the ECOA claim. Well, Jesus Christ. Leslie claims she was discriminated against because she wasn't allowed to apply. Yes, you heard that right. She didn't apply. And somehow that's discrimination. Dumbass, that's not a legal argument. That's a drunk rant at Applebee's. That's like refusing to buy a lottery ticket then suing because you didn't win the Powerball. ECOA protects people in actual credit transactions, not spectators whining in the cheap seats. The judge nuked that one from orbit with prejudice, meaning don't bring this shit back. Don't even think about bringing it back. Don't write it on a napkin and don't whisper it in your sleep. Done. Dead. Bullshit. The FCCPA? Well, that was another comedy routine. Next, you're going to be claiming ADA privilege. They claimed the bank was enforcing an illegitimate debt, except brace yourself, the debt is real. There's a note, there's a mortgage, there's a maturity date. It's not a fairy tale. It's fucking math. I know math might be hard for a genius like you, but you don't get to call your mortgage fake news just because your ass is broke. That's not fraud, that's just being allergic to reality. Judge treated that claim like a junk robocall, hung up, blocked the number, and never, ever even looked back on that one. But the piece de resistance was the cherry on this rancid sundae, or shit sandwich as we like to call it, was the class action fantasy. Leslie strutted in like Joan of Arc of Helox, ready to lead the oppressed masses against the evil empire of baking, a national class, a Florida subclass. Can't you just picture it? Leslie in shining armor, riding a donkey into battle, holding up a foreclosure notice like she's the Constitution. In her head, she's Erin Brockovich. In reality, she's more like Karen Broke-ass bitch. No evidence, no law, no clue, no class. Pun is intended. Judge didn't just miss those claims, he launched them into the stratosphere, and NASA couldn't find that wreckage even if they tried. And then, of course, came the torts. Fraud, misrepresentations, emotional distress, fraudulent concealment. All of the greatest hits. You would think that Seacoast kicked their puppy the way they wrote it. Apparently, a process server knocking on the door was harassment. Imagine living in a world where getting served papers is equal to torture. By that logic, Domino's delivery is cruel and unusual punishment. The judge, to his credit, didn't even waste ink pretending that these were serious. He swatted them down like mosquitoes at a barbecue. Here's the thing. These weren't just dismissed. They were dismissed with prejudice. Court code for don't bring this shit back ever. It's a legal equivalent of a restraining order against stupidity, yet if history is any guide, the fuckheads will still be back, filing the same reheated horse shit with a new bow on top, convinced if they just yell, FDCPA, a little louder this time, someone might finally take them seriously. So let's recap. Foreclosure marching forward, the counterclaims dead, buried, and cremated, the class action pure hallucination, and Federico's still standing outside the courthouse with their stack of acronyms insisting that they're leading a revolution while the rest of us are doubled over laughing at their legal bullshit. This wasn't a counterclaim, this was a clown car. It was a beat-up jalopy rolling into courts, doors falling off, packed to the roof with bad arguments, imaginary statutes, and pure delusion. And when the judge just popped the hood, nothing but smoke, glitter, and a broken kazoo. Now, the scoreboard doesn't lie. Seacoast, steady, focused, and winning. Federigos, 0, nada, less than nothing, with a lifetime ban from the Credibility League. And the judge probably sitting in chambers wondering if he can bill them for the aspirin and maybe for a rope. Signed, your Velcro-shoed short bus chauffeur of legal comedy, Shizzy Wisnut, still watching the Federicos try to turn foreclosure into Broadway and wondering if Dismissed with Prejudice needs to be translated into interpretive dance so they can finally, possibly, in some way, understand it. Because the rest of us don't.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
Oh my, oh my, looky here, looky here. There is an order dismissing the case for failure to comply with notice of deadline to cure the deficiencies. That order may just result in dismissal of the case without further notice of hearing. As you can see, this little piece right here, this court issued a notice of deadline to cure deficiencies way back in June. You had until July to cure those deficiencies. That right there, notice of deadline to cure deficiencies, was filed back in July. You said you had in June, you had until July to get that shit taken care of. Here it is in August. And what the judge did? He said, fuck you. Case dismissed. The court will not entertain a motion for reconsideration of this order unless all fees are paid at the time that the motion is made. Yeah, it was very important. Did you do that again, Yomo? You're always oversharing. No, they're not even going to entertain a motion for reconsider unless all fees are paid at the time that the motion is made. So for you to file a motion, not only are you going to have to cure all of the deficiencies, but most likely they can deny you until you refile. And they can still deny you if you refile. Just saying. Debtor shall immediately remit any unpaid filing fees if due. So if you owe money, if there's any due, it doesn't say here, if you still owe them money, I'm assuming that you paid those fees because, you paid all that money to the court. Must remit all past sums due to the clerk before filing a new petition. So just for you to file a new petition, if any money was owed the court, you've got to pay that. The clerk is authorized to refuse any petition until the fees due from prior filings are paid in full. The court retains jurisdiction over unpaid fees, and the clerk is authorized and directed to pursue all available avenues to ensure that those fees are collected. And you know what that means? That even if you don't refile, if there's any fees that are due, they will come collect them from you. You will be you'll be in their next lawsuit. The court will come and get their money. And that means that they could easily go after any funds that are coming in from the state. Just saying. All scheduled hearings that were available were canceled. So all the hearings that were supposed to be happening, later this month, because we need more time, because they're not ready. Yeah, see if I issue anyone code 3 claims. But that wasn't all. No. She got that shit kicked out of the fucking curb. Then we also have the Doritos, lips and chips. They filed this today. It was this wonderful thing. It was an unopposed motion for extension to file response. Now, see, we're coming now because, we had to do this because, like, on July 28th, buying through us, we filed a notice of acceptance of service and this waived service and process on defendants and are deemed served on July 28th. And the response is due on the 18th. Like, oh, shit. When did we file this? On the 18th. Less than 45 minutes before expiration. Guess you're too busy being online, weren't you? Now, we filed an motion for extension to file response for defendants for additional 5 days to respond. This extension request is made in good faith because, like, I felt ill. Isn't it really weird how everyone that's in part of this anti-Hale system falls ill at critical times? You got Ray's wife that falls ill. You got, fucking Torque and Dork. He's always ill. Robbie runs like a chick shit. She runs. She hides from service until, her husband, "Oh, dude, why are you knocking on my door? Lisa, yeah." She's been served. "They never served me. They didn't serve me properly." Yet files a response to the documents, but files it completely wrong. Yeah, ChatGPT is your friend there, sweetheart. Using AI to write your documents. Oh, that's always a bad idea. Just saying. It's stupid. And aren't you like being checked out by like the bar for unlicensed practice of law there, Lisa? Isn't that what's happening to you? You're being researched. They're digging into your shit. They're listening to your little live streams going, "Is she stupid or what?" Yeah. AI wrote all the legal documents. They're not handwritten. The computer did it. Well, this extension request is made a good fit because I got sick. I started hacking up little chunks of my lungs. Additional 5 days to respond to the complaint. Can you do that for me? Now, it's funny that we just did this electronically, but we know that it was waived. But for what I'm seeing here, it's like unopposed motion. I'm curious. Did they actually? Because usually in these documents, I'm curious if they actually even reached out to Randy and said anything, because it might have been opposed, or maybe he was just like, "No, it's fine." But I don't know. But usually you certify that one of your documents whenever you file these things. You say, "Hey, I've reached out to counsel on the other side," and they said it's okay. Sure enough, do it. You do it, baby. Well, I hope Randy fights this. Why? It's 5 days. Why would he fight it? Yeah, 5 days to respond. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he did. Bacon is the miracle cure. Even the vegetarians love bacon. Yeah. 9 out of 10 people love bacon. And one of them is a liar. Just saying. But of course, you're on a phone and thumbs and index fingers are not texting size on iPhones, but man, what do you got? Like midget fingers or something? AI is menace. Menace, I tell you. I'm going to show you something tonight that's even more beautiful than that. Just you wait. But until that point, you're going to have to listen to another letter brought to you by not popcorn, but Papa Nut.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
An open letter to the midnight motion in miracle coveted stitching. There are moments in litigation that don't so much illuminate the laws as they reveal the theater of it. Well, in today's filing, it was one such moment. It was a playbill of desperation with late-night timestamp and a well-worn excuse slipped on the docket just before the curtain fell. At precisely 11:17 p.m. on August the 18th, with the response deadline dangling by a thread, Michael Federigo's attorney, a husband and perennial player of the drama known as ANTI-WTH, discovered the cure for procrastination, a motion for extension. But not just any motion. No, this was a motion without the lotion. This was an unopposed motion for 5 additional days, served up with the solemn declaration that the great Deus ex machina of missed deadlines everywhere had struck him down yet again. Let us consider the timeline. On July 28th, both defendants, Michael and his better half in litigation, Leslie the legally lips Federigosa, lips chips, accepted service. Well, that clock began 21 full days. 3 weeks of potential drafting, reviewing, or at least, scribbling something resembling a response, and yet silence. Until that last day, until the last hour, until the last minutes before midnight, when the filing portal was blessed with the holy upload of, I got 6, can I get 5 more days? Well, this is not stuff of precedent. This is the stuff of sitcom reruns. One can almost hear the laugh track. Did you file the response? No, dear, but I did catch the groove. That reminds, right? Well, notice the convenient packaging. It's unopposed. Of course it is. Who would bother to oppose a request this trivial, especially when the comedy writes itself? It's less a legal argument than a school kid's hall pass, hastily scribbled by the student himself, waved at the teacher with all the gravity of an actual emergency. So are you saying that you can only write when you're sick? Because, if you got the code, then why would you need 5 days? So maybe to keep your wife from fucking it up. What's more is it comes with the self-representation flourish. Michael is not just counsel, but co-defendant. Oh, he's the knight and the damsel, the sword and the shield, the poker and the fire. He stands in for both himself, his wife, a duet of defense, harmonizing in the key of delay. Yet even with 2 roles to play, the production couldn't get its lines together in 3 weeks. This is the brilliance of the anti-Hale's, what the Hale's litigation strategy. Deadlines aren't obligations, they're suggestions. Filings aren't arguments, they're improvisations. And illness isn't an obstacle, it's a utility belt excuse, always available when the clock runs out. Well, the court will likely grant this extension because judges, unlike satirists, do not have the luxury of telling counsel to get a fucking grip. But the record tells its own story. It tells of defendants so quick to file lawsuits and live stream grievances, yet so slow to answer the actual allegations when called into court. It tells of timelines stretched like taffy, of excuses served lukewarm of a legal defense that already stumbles at the starting line. But of course, dear reader, one roast would never do justice for this performance. No, this requires a deeper excavation. It's like digging your panties out of your ass crack, because that's what we just witnessed. It's not merely an extensive request. It's the Federico's family crest. Delay, deflect, deny. When in doubt, drag that bitch out. A black man in Texas. Think about it. For months, Leslie legally lips his shredded across live streams with all the confidence of a woman who believes that your tip comment section is admissible evidence. She's claimed she's ready, so ready. She's claimed she's waiting for her day in court. She's claimed she can't wait to face down accusations. And yet, when the day to actually answer the complaint arrives, her legal strategy collapses into midnight file upload that reads like a high schooler begging the teacher, "Just one more weekend, teacher. I'll show you my boobs." The irony is sharper than a dollar store paring knife. Here's the couple that wanted to play the big leagues of defamation law, chest out, teeth bared, claiming they'll expose the frauds, the lies, the conspiracies. And yet when it's their turn to step up to plate, it's like a crowbar trying to separate the men from the boys in Greece. And yet, when it's their turn to step up, suddenly it's, "Hang on, coach, I'm sick, I need a time out." The courtroom isn't a place for TikTok monologues and Cash App sympathy tours. It's a place for deadlines, and deadlines, unlike live stream audiences, don't clap when you miss them. Let's not ignore the comic genius of the timing. 11:17 p.m., not 5, not 7:30, not even a respectable 10 o'clock. 11:17. The kind of time you file if you spent the whole day wondering if you can Houdini your way past the deadline, and finally realize, "Shit, I'm not special," and then slam something into the portal before the glass slipper turns into a pumpkin. Well, Disney would be proud, except in this fairy tale, Cinderella didn't just miss the ball. She claimed the Kufit ate her homework. Do I believe he got the Kufit? Maybe. Do I believe the timing that the cuvette conveniently intersected with the precise moment he needed an excuse? Oh, well, probably. Absolutely. Because if the Federico's track record has shown us anything, it's that their calendar isn't managed by Outlook, it's managed by the drama. And drama, unlike law, does not require the accuracy. But here's the best part. No one opposed it. Nobody, because the plaintiffs don't need to. The defense is already writing their own punchlines. Why waste the ink whenever you can just fuck yourself? Every filing in the case study is self-sabotage. Every extension is a tactic admission that the only thing that they prepared for court is their lame-ass excuses. It's the legal equivalent of showing up to a marathon wearing Crocs and holding a doctor's note saying, "I may not be able to make it, so give me another cigarette." So yes, this case will move forward. Yeah, the judge will sign, he'll grant the extension, but in the court of public opinion, well, the court you can't motion for an extension, and the one you can't dodge with late night filings and whispered live stream stories. It's already ruled. And the verdict? Comedy. Pure fucking comedy. And until the next act, Shizzy Wiznut, the guy still riding the short bus in Velcro shoes who somehow managed to look good doing this anyway. And who in the hell is your daddy?
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
So here we have, now this came out of Washington, not Washington, but Western Australia. because in Western Australia, lawyer preferred to regulate. I'm going to be having fucking that one all up. After preparing documents with AI-generated citations for non-existent cases, well, the AI admitted a growing number of fake citations or other errors due to that technology. A lawyer has been referred to Western Australia's legal regulator after using AI in preparing court documents for an immigration case. These documents contained AI-generated case citations for cases that did not exist. This is one of more than 20 cases so far in Australia in which AI use has resulted in fake citations or other errors in court submissions, like misquoting the fucking law, with warnings from judges across the country to be wary of using technology in the legal profession. In a federal court judgment published this week, the anonymized lawyer was referred to the Legal Practice Board of Western Australia for consideration, ordered to pay the federal government costs of $8,371.30 after submissions to an immigration case were found by the representative for the immigration minister to include 4 case citations that did not exist. Now, this isn't the only one that this has happened to. This was right here, Tuesday, 19th of August, 2025. I have one here, right here, that was filed 8/14/2025 in the United States District Court for the District of Arizona. On July 22nd, 2025, the court issued a show cause order. Now, you're going to love where this goes. You are going to love where this goes because you are going to hear the most hilarious slapdown that this judge gives. Oh, it's so good. Well, thank you very much, Kippy. You have a good one. It says the court issued an order to show cause regarding plaintiff's opening brief. The court did so because the opening brief was replete with citation-related deficiencies, including those consistent with AI-generated hallucinations. The court ordered plaintiff's counsel, Maureen Bam, to show good cause as to why sanctions should not result. Now it goes, and I'm going to read this thing tomorrow in its whole. Okay? I'm going to read this tomorrow morning in its whole. But I've got to show you down here at the very bottom, the sanctions, because this is a long document. I don't have time for it tonight because we're running short on time. The sanctions and what the court actually finds. So these are all of the quotes that they have. It is conclusion. The court does not take this action lightly. However, after considering the gravity of the counsel's actions and relevant case law, the court imposes sanctions as discussed. Accordingly, counsel Marin Bam has violated Rule 11 of Federal Rules of Civil Procedure in imposing sanctions as follows. The pro hoc VJ status of counsel Marin Bam is revoked, and counsel Marin Bam is removed as counsel of record for plaintiff in this matter. Plaintiff's opening brief, Doc 13, shall be stricken. No later than 3 business days from the date of this order, counsel shall serve a copy of this order on the plaintiff. No later than 10 business days from the day of this order, counsel shall transmit a letter to each of the 3 judges to whom she attributed fictitious cases in her opening brief. Counsel shall notify each judge of her use of a fictitious case that was attributed to that judge, attach a copy of her opening brief with the fictitious case highlighted, and a copy of this order. No later than 10 business days from the date of this order, counsel shall transmit a copy of this order to every judge who presides over any case in which counsel is an attorney of record. And the clerk of the court's office directed to serve a copy of this order on the Washington State Bar Association, of which the counsel is a member, so that the Bar Association may take any action it deems appropriate. The address is, if a counsel is a member of any other state's bar, she shall serve a copy of this order on that state bar's office no later than 10 business days from the date this order is entered. It is further ordered Counsel shall file his certification with this court within 14 business days from the date of this order, affirming counsel has complied with sanctions 3 through 6. Failure to timely comply with this order may result in further sanctions. It is further ordered that within 45 days from the date the plaintiff is served with a copy of this order, plaintiff's new counsel shall file a notice of appearance, or if the plaintiff wishes to represent herself, plaintiff shall file a notice with the court stating that she will proceed as a self-represented party. The court will issue an amended scheduling order after receiving that notice. Dated this date, the 14th day of August, 2025. The Honorable Allison S. Bacchus, United States Magistrate Judge. Yeah. The judges are sick of fooling around with these idiots. They've had enough of these garbage filings. And these are one of those things that I hope that the judges start seeing this kind of stuff. They start noticing it. They start calling it out every time this crap happens. I am hoping that anytime someone starts filing bullshit using AI in a fucking court, they get their ass handed to them. Especially if a judge sees it and says, this citation doesn't make any sense. I mean, I could understand if you're doing some research and you're using it to get your spelling correct or something like that, but to full out use AI to write a damn your shit and then not even knowing the citations that you're using or even clearly understanding what they're for. Oh, I think we will ever see this in Fed 1 and 2 cases with add-on cases. I don't know. There's a possibility. I mean, you know, they're not attorneys, so they're not held to as high of a standard, believe it or not, which really sucks because they should be held to the same standard if they're representing themselves. But if we'll ever see it, Angie, I doubt it. I doubt that'll ever happen. I mean, because let them keep filing their dumb shit without an attorney and see how far it gets them. I mean, they're already being called out on left and right. I mean, I've pulled up citations that they quoted that's not what the citation says whatsoever. Like, I mean, you're filing shit completely wrong, but go for it. You know, if that's what you're going to do. Gorilla Glue Buck, I hear it works wonders. Well, in a pinch when the preparation H isn't available, but there are side effects. Yeah. That usually, yeah. It does stop the bleeding though for a little while. Everybody, go check it out tomorrow morning. I'll be over here again. And you know what? I may tomorrow morning. I may do more of the ridiculous 911 calls. Yeah, I think that tomorrow I'm going to do the ridiculous 911 calls because those things. Oh, once I saw them, I was like, yeah, no, this isn't good. Not good at all. No. Not appreciating it. And of course, I'll get that little piece fixed there where I was muted. I'll probably remove that piece out of there in the meantime. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up for a winning. I'm going to play that song that you guys some of you didn't get to hear it, but you're going to get to hear it tonight. If you wait around for just a little bit, I'm going to play it one more time for those in the back that may have missed it. So are you ready? I'm hoping that you are because it's going to be good. Just saying, if you haven't heard it, it'll be really good. Let me find it for you. Here we go. It's a good one, Mr. Grinch. It's a really good one. I hope that you are ready today. I hope that you are ready today. Because when it comes around, you know that it will be found. I hope that you are ready for it. today. It's called 31 Visits and Still No Buckets of...
Some gaps who bitch telling lies again. Said I got gift cards, cash and sewage in a bin. But the worker stood right there and said it. I don't see no buckets of shit. Fat hoe said she done paid the taxes, like she put it from her asses. It was donation money, that's what the facts is. Let me set the record first. We didn't control the barn. She signed off on every dime. But somehow I'm the villain every effing time. 31 visits still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about them buckets of shit. Said I do a video, just speaking my truth. My heart is breaking, but here's the proof. Never saw that post, it was gone too quick. If I had, I called the cops, that would've made it stick. Used to trust the fleet, not anymore. Unreliable now, I'm slamming that door. But I won't bash her name, won't drag her low. I'll just stand on my truth, let the people know. 31 visits still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about them buckets of shit. We were never given money, no cards, no gifts, no stash. The lies keep coming at us, but the truth don't crash. CES in the yard, reading out the claim, said sewing everywhere. Filth and shame, looked around and laughed, said that ain't it. I don't see no buckets of shit. How many times do I need to pass this test? 31 visits, still calling CPS. Every fake report takes time away from telling my truth every single day. My child in the mud, laughing in the rain, while the workers shake their heads again. If I was guilty, she'd be gone, you see. But she's right here playing cuts on her knee. You can keep on calling, keep spinning lies, but the truth don't bend and it never dies. No poop fest coming, no bash and skit. Hear my truth and no buckets of shit. 31 visits, still standing tall. No sewage, no filth, no crime at all. Gift cards, cash, never seen not one bit. Tell me again about them buckets of shit. A lie will never be the truth, but the truth, I got paperwork, signatures, and 31 clean visits. Now go do better research. I have a blue bucket call.
Go show AG some love.
Oh, you thought I was done? Bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free. It's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute. But here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I say thanks, but you're a nasty skank.
Oh, shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread, I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Pop a nut, shizzy daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. Like count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Pop a nut, shizzy daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, you're mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's. Agenda will see me tomorrow, same obsession, same effing thing.